guys, so I guess I'm going to do an about me video. I don't even know. I just got this idea and I'm just like, oh my god, this has gotta do it. Woo! Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it theater wise. I don't know. It just popped up in my head when I pulled this up and I'm like, yeah! I'll do it! Okay, so let's go. My name's Katie. Sorry, I was like staring at something. I don't even know. Yeah, my name's Katie. I'm 4. I'm 14. And I live in a small town. In a crappy state. I'm just saying. There's not much to do, theater-wise, in my town. But they are starting an old theater thing back up, and I was in a couple plays. They didn't have an official theater building, but we did it outside and stuff, and it was but yeah, both times I was in Christmas Carol there. They did it when I was about 8, and then they just did it this past Christmas time-ish. The first time I had the same role. I'm not even kidding. Oh, I think so. I don't know. Anyway, the first time I was a Cratchit child in A Christmas Carol. And then the second time this year, I was the older sister. Not even kidding. I was Martha Cratchit. So, yeah. Here is a picture of me in my Martha costume. It's quite interesting. That bonnet that I had on my head did not even fit me at all. Like, it was like weird and flappy, and it was all like, rah. It like shielded my face completely from the audience. Wasn't that great? One time I had to like fold it, and I was like, oh, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go backwards in my theater roles. Before Christmas Carol, I was in the best play, well, I should say opera, in the whole entire world. I was in Phantom of the Opera. It was the best thing in the world. Okay, so I gotta tell you what happened. Okay, so me and my friend Rachel, we're talking about it, like, and we're in a play already. We were in another play together. And she's like, oh my god, they're holding auditions at Eastlake for Phantom of the Opera. And I'm like, I don't even know what Phantom of the Opera is. And she told me about Gerard Butler, which I was obsessed with Gerard Butler back then, which was like, it was this past spring. And she told me he was in a movie about Phantom of the Opera. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, who was he? And she was like, the Phantom, of course. And I'm like, oh, so did he sing? And she's like, yeah. And he sang really good, and she showed me an audio thing, and I'm like, she has a picture of me, like, listening to him sing Phantom parts, and I'm like, what? And I was going to audition for that, but I decided not to. But then my mom tells me, like, 2 days before the audition, she's like, I signed you up for an audition for Phantom of the Opera, and I'm like, what? Okay. And so I go there after 2 days of rehearsing a song, which I sang Think of Me, because the director wanted us to sing a song from the musical. And I sang Think of Me, and I'm just like, eh. And then so I auditioned for a ballerina role. And yeah. I thought I didn't go too well, because I kept screwing up and all that. And I'm like, yeah. So yeah. And then in class, I'm freaking out. I want to see the cast list because it was the day the director was going to post it. And finally, in math, I'm like, okay. I go to my teacher, I go up to my teacher and I'm like, okay, Miss Johnson, can you please go on eastlighttheater.com? I need to see if I made the cast list or not. And it was on. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm looking at it, Miss Johnson's scrolling down, and I don't see my name by the things I auditioned for, and I'm like, oh crap. And all of a sudden I see my name on the ballerina list and I'm like, ah! And I like fell over and I started rolling around on the floor. It's like, wow, really? Wow. So, yeah. That is my Phantom experience. Then I got my third lead. I was the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. I was surprised. I was like, what? I'm the Red Queen? And I had like this big flower in my head and it was like, yeah, party up in here. And yeah, that was last year? Yeah. Yeah, so that was the role I had before Phantom. Pre-Phantom. That's what it was. Pre-Phantom. So, yeah. When I was talking about Phantom, I was talking about how me and my friend were in another play together. Well, that play was just those stories. And it was at the theater, my home theater. I go to many theaters, but my home theater is called Cornstalk. And I was this girl named Patrice, which Just Those Stories is about Rudyard Kipling's book of stories, I guess. How the elephant came to be and like how the camel got his hump, which I was in that one. Let's see. It stars Rudyard Kipling's daughter, Elsie. Oh god, and everyone, I found this out like 3 weeks before the show opened. Everyone beside Elsie was her imaginary friends, and I'm like, I am not real, and I like freaked out. It was a joke. Yeah, all my some of my friends from school were in it. I'm just gonna take this headband out. Let's see, not Crazy Squirrel Girl. I forgot Emily's username, but Sadie So Cutables was in it with me. Go look him up, Sadie So Cutables. Yeah. Yeah. I was the horse in that. I was a god, which was amazing. Even though my only line was "go away." Oh god. I got to wear a toga. It was great. I was like, party up in here! Woo! I think I said party up in here already. Oops. So, yeah. The play I was in before that was a Penguin Project play of High School Musical 2. You can go on my old channel, HorsePerson900, and look up Everybody One for All and All for One, which is us doing All for One in High School Musical 2. The Penguin Project is a program where kids with special needs can be in plays, and kids with non-special needs, like me, they have a mentor. Every penguin has a mentor, and my penguin, her name was Jamie, and she was the sweetest thing in the world. She was so cute. Even though she's older than me, oh my god, she's adorable. Like, she's 16. She's a junior in high school. I'm a freshman. Well, I was an 8th grader at that time. And I'm just all like, wow, it blew my mind. So, yeah. Me and Jamie, we were in the chorus. So, yeah. So, the next play I was in Dracula Jr., and that was my first lead role, because I got the part of a vampire bride, and it was like my dream role, and I'm like, yes! So, yeah. I was in it with my boyfriend, too, and he was Dracula. It made me very, very happy. So, yeah. My play before that, I was in a camp play. This is probably the only camp play. It was Romeo and Juliet. I got the part of Juliet. I was, like, the only good actor there. I'm sorry to be offensive, but it was like, ugh. I got this scene where I got to die. It was, yeah. No! my ringtone is Nyan Cat. Nyan Cat. Yeah. Yeah. I got to stab myself with a foam sword. And I was like, Romeo, my dear Romeo, there's no reason to live without you. Actually, I think it was a lightsaber that I stabbed myself with. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I don't remember. So, yeah. So, when I was about like 9 to 11, I wasn't in any plays. And that was the worst years of my life. I'm not even kidding. But then, in 2010, I was in another Cornstalk for Kids play called, Honk Jr.
Hey.
What?
Here I go, here for a few minutes.
Okay. That was my dad, sorry. I have to go to voice lessons in like 10 minutes. So I kind of seem kind of rude there. Holy crap. No! Cody keeps calling me. That's not my boyfriend. Cody's like my best friend. So yeah, and then I was in Annie, which is my first play. And I'm gonna show you like pictures of me when I was little, just like me performing. So funny. Like the looks on my faces are like priceless. I'm just like ah. So yeah, here we go. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Peace.